Hey everybody, Pumpkin here. Today I wanted to bring you a game that I played the other day involving a Consume deck. Consume right now is not great, it's not in a great position. There's a lot of crack on crate, which kind of just obliterates the deck. It's a deck that relies on multiple engines and they need to not all get removed. The problem is we're in a meta where, well, exactly that happens. So it's kind of hard to get the deck to work off to go according to plan. But every now and then, well, it works. This is by no means a tier 1 deck. So what you're about to see is like a 1 in 30 games. Doesn't mean that I probably have like a 30% win rate with this deck, maybe a little higher. Nothing crazy. So don't think after watching this game that you're going to play it and accomplish the same thing. You could, but the odds are not in your favor. So, I'll go through the deck really quickly, and then we're going to hop right into the game. So Arrakis Queen, whenever an allied unit is destroyed during your turn, spawn an Arrakis drone. So every time one of your units dies when it's your turn, you spawn a 1-drop, which is really nice. Royal Decree is for consistency. Ruhin is there because every time you consume it, it comes back. So you can essentially get like infinite value, well, limited by the amount of turns you have. With this card in Slizzard, you can just keep consuming it. She-Troll. This card's pretty dicey. This is one of those engines that you hope it lives. If it lives, you win. Well, sometimes. Every time you destroy one of your units, you boost this by 2. This works very well with Glusty Warp. Karen, basically triple consume proc. Good card, obviously, in this deck. Roach. The deck has pretty poor tempo early on, so the Roach is necessary. Glusty Warp. Destroy all units with 1 power for each unit destroyed, boost self by 2. So this includes your opponent's side of the board too. So if you can cut your opponent's card down to like 1 with like Wear Cat, this is even more potent. Do note this also procs She-Troll, and on top of that, it respawns all the 1-drops that you kill on your side of the board. So this card is almost always your finisher. It's very explosive. This card is kind of what the entire deck is built around. Avaloq. Give a unit immunity. This is obviously there to give one of your engines immunity. The primary target is Slizzard. If you can play Avaloq and it doesn't get removed or locked, you Slizzard, and you can just start Slizzarding every single turn forever, and you can go as tall as you want because, well, it's immune. So, primary target, Slizzard. Caranthir. Spawn a 1-power copy of a unit from your hand and summon it to this row. So you can use this with Ruhin. You can do it in round 1 so that you can save your Ruhin for round 3. You can also do this with Werecat. So the play won't go off, but the Death Wish will. So you can get the extra death, or you can get the Death Wish proc off of it. You can also use this with Karen. Sometimes it is correct because you just need more consume procs. So those are generally your 3 targets. Every now and then you can throw it on like a Bridge Troll or like a Harpy Egg. Werecat. This is damage. It's nice in the long round. You hit an entire row. It has Thrive on it, which is nice, but that's not really why you play it. You usually play it and then consume it. Works well with Glusty Warp. That's kind of the only reason you play this card. You ping 2s down to 1, and then you get more Glusty value. Griffin, consume a card. Make sure you play this with a unit on the board, obviously. Works very well. With Arrakis Queen, because you eat a 1 and you spawn a 1, so you don't actually lose the 1, so you're playing an 8 for 7, which is really good. Cyclops, you get to sack one of your cards and throw it into one of your opponent's cards. This card is pretty good. I kind of wish I could run 2, but the golds are a little expensive, so I can only run 1, but it's a good card. It procs your Arrakis Queen, and it allows you to remove engine. Mahakam Ale. There's a lot of engines right now, so Ale is necessary to unlock your cards. Rotfiend, solid card. It's an 8 for 5 if you can proc it, which usually you can. You can use this to kill engines. That's the main use of it. Solid card. Slizzard, kind of what the deck is built around. This card, if this card can start going off and doesn't get removed, you're in for a wild ride. This card, yeah. If you don't have Slizzard, it's kind of hard to get those consume procs off. I was running like Solano Harpy at one point, but it's just too expensive. Really, like when they nerf Ruhin, I don't know. They need to buff some of these cards for this deck to see some more play, and they need to add more like consume cards. Anyway, Bridge Troll. This is similar to Rot Fiend. It's not as good because it doesn't remove the engines, but it still gets good value. Harpy Egg, same thing. It's a good consume card. Ron Warrior, whenever a unit is destroyed during your turn, damage a random enemy by 1. This includes your opponent's cards. So I had a game where my opponent had 4 Neckers on the board, all at 1 strength. I had a Ron Warrior. I consumed 1 card, it pinged the Necker, and then because his card died, it pinged again, which was another Necker, and then the other Necker, and then the other one. Killed all 4 of them in 1 turn, which is obviously very strong. This is another one of those engines. If this sticks on the board and then you play like Glusty Warp, and you eat like, I don't know, 6 cards, it's 6 random pings, and if any of those pings hits one of your opponent's cards and kills it, then you get another ping. So very strong card. If your opponent doesn't remove this, you can just win. This card can be very, very strong. Arch 4 auto include, very strong card. So general game plan, I mean, if you can win round 1, try to. Generally, don't play Gusty Warp in round 1. Don't play Shoot Troll in round 1. You can play Ruhin in round 1. Usually, you just have to work with whatever your opening hand is, because your deck only has 2 mulligans. So, yeah. Round 3. Yeah, it's not a super consistent deck, and that's the biggest issue with it. But it is a very, very fun deck if you can align everything and everything goes according to plan. So if you're willing to play this deck or try it out, just have some patience with it. If you do get to pull off some of the crazy combos, it's worth it. It's very fun. So if you're worried about like your ranked ladder or whatever, you can play this in casual. So yeah, let's get into the game. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, I'll see you guys on the next video. Mogwai would disagree. What is Mogwai doing? Does anybody know? Has anyone followed with Mogwai? So Swim has stated that he's sticking with Artifact. I wasn't really following Mogwai as closely, so I don't really... I know he streams it. I've seen him stream it in the morning, but I don't know what his long-term plans are for the game, or for his streaming. So I'm also stated that he's staying with Gwent sometime. So there goes that. Well, that was before Artifact came out, right? Right, we all knew Swim was not sticking with Gwent. Well, this was before all of the Artifact nonsense. Right, he wasn't like Homecoming came out, he streamed for like 3 days and then stopped streaming for like a month. You don't do that if you're planning on sticking with a game. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. New game comes out. Oh, Poggers! Stream the game for 3 days. Alright, we're gonna go on a 3-month hiatus. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, it wasn't really a surprise. Hey, sir, have a great stream. Thank you, Apple Melon. Thanks for watching. That could be problematic. I could kill it. Kind of. Alright, I want this to get really big really quickly. So, what, I played this? Nah, 8's big enough. I think 8's big enough. Cause I want to be if I can snipe this, it's really good. I know that it's a little late, but what are your thoughts on my all elf deck that you played earlier this stream? Is that the one with the Dopplers? I kind of liked it. My biggest issue with it was I'm not a huge fan of Isengrim. It's really bad in the short round, and I don't think there are enough points in the deck. It's kind of too reliant on Isengrim getting good value to put points on. I personally prefer Squaretail decks that can just output a ton of points. Similar to the Brewer deck that I was playing the other day. It just plays large value cards like Caldwell and... Oh, nice snipe. I mean, it hit a 1, I guess. Is that a good snipe? It's a good snipe if he has more Witchers. So, it's kind of fun. If you draw really well, you can just straight up run away with the game. The problem is the opposite can happen. If you don't draw well, you can just lose the game. So, it's a fun deck. But I like Brewer better. Or the more point-oriented deck better. I don't think All Elves is good enough yet. I think with a few more cards, it could get there. Some better finishers. The biggest issue is the lack of finishers. And because you can't play Unicorn on Kyrenex, finishers are very much lacking. I think we're done here. 24 under. I'm not catching this anytime soon. I'll upload a video announcing it soon anyways, but I may as well leave a comment here as well. I will not cover Gwent anymore for the time being since all of my focus will be on Artifact. I have to follow my passion. If you choose to unsubscribe because you are not interested in Gwent content, I get it, no hard feelings. Choose to stick around and continue disliking my videos because they are not Gwent, then hey, go ahead. It's not like I can stop you, haha. Alright, so okay, so his mind is set on Artifact for the time being. How could you? Yeah, how could I? What have you done, Pumpkin? He's making his card quality better next round. This is smart. We're gonna play front row in case I need to kill any engines, because I need to have the reach value with Cyclops. I think we're just egging. Voice crack, Pog. I'm pretty sure he got hit by a minivan. What? Who? Mogwai? What? I'm sorry to hear. It's kind of random. Is that true? We need to cave this so that we can kill Isbell or any other engine he plays. I'm confused. Alright, whatever. Do we ale? Problem is this deck plays locks, which means like if I play Avalock, it'll get, well, locked. So I think the correct play here is actually to play Griffin. Which feels really bad, but I think it is correct. It's true I was there. Why didn't you help him then? That's why his name is called Avalock? Yeah, haha. It's like how Albrick bricks in round 3. Because his name is Albrick. Haha. So funny. You guys are the best. Alright, we're gonna open Ava. You were the one driving? What? So you're admitting it? It's not how you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to admit to the crime. That's not how that works. Dude, you'd make a shitty criminal. You drove the minivan too? Did everybody drive the minivan? Was everybody involved in this? Did I miss out on the party? Alright, so we're gonna give Slizzard immunity because, well, Slizzard with immunity is amazing. I am the minivan? Oh, jeez. Alright, so we have a couple options here. Our Royal Decree is pulling Karanthe or Werecat. I don't think I can proc this enough to the point where having two of them is correct. So taking Caranthe is never correct unless I need the Karen proc. So we're probably always taking Werecat with Royal Decree. Okay. Keep that in mind. We'll start working on Ruhin. I don't think I can do anything about this. Yeah, I don't think so. He has 2. Do I need to do something about this? I have no movement either. Here, let's try to bait a lock out of him. If he doesn't lock this or kill this, I'm gonna slap She-Troll. Normally I save She-Troll towards the end of the game, but we can run our way with this game pretty easily if this lives. When did you meet Moses? Because your hairs are perfectly split in half. What? He parted Pumpkin's hair? Were the artifact players chasing the Gwent players and Moses parted the pumpkin hair so that the Gwent players could get away from the dying... How far am I going with this? Oh, dude. A 9? That's OP. Shit. I think you're gonna have too many points to care about Eskel. Oh, hey, Orphan Tears. I think I'm gonna run out of space on my board. This is the first matchup I've ever played where my opponent isn't removing everything I play every single turn forever. Like, this is not the norm. Normally everything I play just gets hard removed. But this guy doesn't seem to, well, you know, be removing anything. I hope he just doesn't concede. If he concedes, I'll be sad. So we'll hope for that. I think we're going to go ahead and play the lock. Doesn't look like he has a lock. Yeah, I don't know.
Time to get our hands dirty.
He keeps throwing away my cards, which makes me sad, but that's okay. How worried am I about Isbell? Worried? Really? Does him having 1 extra card worry me? I don't think it does. If we hit board cap, he can't even rot tosser me. If we row cap, he can't rot tosser me. That's hilarious. Kill the 6-drop? The 6-drop? What 6-drop? I don't know what 6-drop you're referring to. If...
How did that organization go?
We're kind of running out of room. Wait. Are we gonna run out of room? Hold on. 3, 6, 7, 8. Kill the novice? Why would I kill the novice? There's no point. Warp first? Well, no. If I play this first... So I can always do this. I think we're okay. I think we have enough room. Are we really worried about Isbell? I'm not. I don't give a shit about Isbell. You can Isbell me. Why not Werecat? Because we'll do that next turn. Because if he doesn't play a... I'm assuming Isbell here. Oh, if he didn't play a deploy there, this goes to... Holy shit, this value is insane. Dude. Oh! Oh, it hit it! That's so good. Alright. Don't hit it again. I mean, there's no way it hits, right? Another one? Oh, Pog! It's beautiful. It's okay, you got this. Full board, Pog! We did it! It's a nice reset you got there. It's only worth 60 points. Too bad it's not enough. Oh. Oh, it's beautiful.